her the last word. She had spoken the truth, and it got deeper than anything he had ever felt. Taehyung sat on the edge of the bed, fingers gripping his knees, while Ryan stood near the window, arms crossed, her chest rising and falling unevenly. Taehyung, Ryan, don't say anything right now. I have said enough. Taehyung, but Ryan, please, I don't have the strength to hear excuses again. Her voice cracked at the end, but she didn't turn to him. For the first time in her life, while Taehyung felt helpless, he, the man who controlled boardrooms, silenced competitors, and carried himself like an unshakable storm, could not even manage to reach the heart of the woman who shared his bed. Shut up, yaar. He stood slowly, walking towards her. Taehyung, I'm not making excuses. I want this distance in me. I don't want this distance anymore. Not tonight. Why? Funny. That's what I have been craving for so long. For you to not the distance. But it took me breaking down for you to realize it. She finally turned to look at him, her eyes simmering with unshed tears. Taehyung's throat tightened. For once, he didn't mask his emotions behind indifference. He lifted a hand and courteously, as though she might flinch, brushed a strand of hair from her face. Taehyung, you were right. I have been a coward, hiding behind the coldness. But Ryan, I swear I was listening. Every word you said tonight, it broke me. Her lips parted slightly, surprised at the softness in his tone. He guided her to sit on the couch, and for once, instead of commanding, he knelt before her, his hair bent down, resting against her knees, his voice muffled. Taehyung, I didn't marry you to make you feel like a stranger. I didn't marry you to make you cry yourself to sleep. I just didn't know how to be a husband, not to you, not to someone who deserved more than I could give. Ryan blinked rapidly. This was not the Taehyung she knew, the arrogant man who always had worlds of eyes around him. This was someone else, someone. Ryan, then why marry me at all? Why put me through this? Taehyung, because somewhere deep inside I knew I wanted you, but I was too proud to admit it, too afraid you would see how much I actually needed you. The confession hit her harder than she expected. Why you needed me? You never showed it. Taehyung, I'm showing it now. Too late maybe, but I'm begging you. Ryan, don't give up on me yet. He lifted his hair, eyes glistening, not with his usual sharpness, but with something softer, regret, fear, desperation. Her walls, carefully built from months of his coldness, began to waver. Later, they sat on the bed. Once Taehyung didn't keep distance between them. He sat close, his arms brushing hers, and when she didn't move away, he slowly intertwined his fingers with hers. Then I have been watching you all this time. You know, the way you take care of the house, the way you look out for everyone, even me. But I pretended not to see, because if I did, I would have to admit that I was falling for you. Ryan, you were saying this after I nearly begged you to notice me. Taehyung, I know I don't deserve forgiveness, but I can't let another night pass with you thinking you mean nothing to me. You mean everything. Her heart twisted painfully. For months she had wanted to hear those words, but now that they were out, it hurt that it took this long? Why? Do you even realize how many nights I cried myself to sleep beside you? How many times I wanted to shake you and scream that I existed? Taehyung, I realize it now and it kills me. I don't know how to make it right, Ryan, but I want to try. Please let me try. The next morning, Taehyung surprised her by waiting at the table with breakfast. He was not the type to cook, but he had tried burnt toast, uneven eggs, and coffee that was a little too bitter. Mine, what is this? Taehyung, breakfast for my wife. Don't laugh. I might have ruined half of it. Mine, half? I mean all of it. Taehyung, yeah, at least appreciate the efforts, yaar. She chuckled softly, the first genuine laugh in the weeks. Taehyung stared at her like he had just witnessed the sunrise after a long stormy night. Taehyung, there it is, that laugh. I've missed it more than you know. Fine, you would not have missed it if you had not pushed me away all this time. Taehyung, I know, but I'm here now. I will do whatever it takes to keep that smile on your face. When it's terrible. Damn, yeah. Fine, but it's the sweetest coffee I have ever had. So, the next few mornings were different. Taehyung, trying to keep up his promise, greeted her warmly, asked her about her sleep, and even pulled out her chair at breakfast. But one morning, when Bailey looked at him, Taehyung, good morning, laughed. Did you sleep well? Fine. Taehyung, fine. That's it. Fine. What else should I say? Taehyung, usually you scold me for waking up late or ask me about my meetings. You're awfully quiet today. I guess I don't feel like talking. That evening, Taehyung offered to drive her to his company dinner. She agreed but remained cold throughout the ride. Taehyung, you look beautiful tonight. Fine. Taehyung, that's all. I just complimented you. Fine. I heard. Thanks. Ali, Mrs.